Professionals spend nearly half the work week on written communication, so focus is important. With Grammarly as your AI writing partner, focus and quickly get through work with relevant real-time suggestions. And it works across 500,000 apps and websites, so you can sound more confident and persuasive wherever you write. 93% of professionals report that Grammarly helps them get more work done. Download Grammarly for free at grammarly.com/podcast. That's grammarly.com/podcast.
Americans are durable. We take pride in hard work and high quality. American Giant makes durable quality clothing right here in the USA because what we wear reflects who we are. When you buy American Giant, you're not just wearing the best clothes money can buy. You're helping keep jobs and pride in your own backyard. Premium clothing built to last decades, like it should. Get 20% off your first order at american-giant.com with code RightHere24.
Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, your go-to podcast for all things green and growing. I'm Ben, your allotment guide, and here to help you cultivate your garden and your passion for plants. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, this podcast is for you. Each episode will dig into tips, tricks and techniques to make your garden and allotment thrive. From planting, sowing and growing, we will share all the tips and advice. We will also have regular episodes talking about what we have been up to on the allotment. So sit back, grab a brew and enjoy today's episode. Hey everyone and welcome back to Gardening with Ben for hopefully another long episode for you to listen to today. Well, today we have been down at our allotment. Obviously, this is coming out on Sunday, but I've recorded it on Saturday. We've had a absolute busy day down at the plot today. And yes, I'm starting to feel the cold while I'm down at the allotment. So I need to start wrapping up. It's obviously still good temperatures out there, but after I'd been down there for a bit, I was starting to feel the cold and I was ready to come home and get back in the warmth again. And it's not even winter yet, so we've got all this to come, but I do love being down there, especially at this time of year. It's nice weather to be down, and it's been a perfect day for gardening. No rain, no bitter showers or any cold wind or anything like that. It was just a decent day down there. So what have we been up to today at the allotment? We've been having a little bit of fun. If you've not watched any of my latest videos, we had ET down at the allotment, and if you watch the videos, you'll find out why ET was down there. But yeah, we're having a little bit of fun down there. And also, when I got down to the allotment today, I usually go into my shed and put some food out for the cat what's around on the allotment. The kittens aren't around anymore, they've moved on, but the main cat is still around, so we usually give it some food. And I went into my shed and wow, my dad had been busy all week while I'd been at work, tidying up in my shed, sorting things out, moving things around. And yeah, he started doing some work for me in the shed and making some improvements down there for me, which has been absolutely fantastic of him. As obviously I want to get it all renovated through the winter period, get it all repainted and looking good. But yeah, my dad's been busy in there tidying up and doing a few odd jobs, which I don't get a chance to do, and my dad's better at doing them than me sometimes. But yeah, he's not young himself, so I always worry about him being down there doing stuff and burning himself out. But he enjoys going out and being active still while he can, and while he can make the most of it, moving around down on the allotment. But yeah, my dad's obviously got an allotment and he's been busy on his plot, tidying it all up, ready for winter. But he must have thought, I like going down. There's not much left to do on my plot. I'll go and do some bits for Ben, which has been a blessing in disguise. So yeah, big shout out to my dad. My dad's the one that got me into gardening. And again, his dad got him into it because he used to grow all fruit and vegetables and look after his garden and everything like that. So it does run down in the genes. And Yeah, I've been very busy. Obviously, yesterday I talked about all the jobs that I wanted to do down at the allotment. I didn't get a chance to do them all, but I got a lot of the jobs done which I had written down to do. And one of my main jobs this weekend is to clear at the top of my plot, which looks absolutely atrocious. There were bindweed all over, there were leaves all over the place from the trees what had fallen down. You couldn't see the paths, you couldn't see the beds what were up at the top of the plot where the herbs have been growing. There's like mint up there and stuff like that. Because there's nothing else what will grow much up in that area because it's a shaded area. So we just stuck some bits in. And yeah, I managed to get half of that done, which was what I wanted to do. I set myself an alarm clock, as I like to schedule things and tick things off as I do them to fit everything in. So I set myself an alarm clock of time to do it in, and I managed to get it all done what I wanted to do. There's still a lot more to do of that area, but we'll finish that off tomorrow. Fingers crossed. We might have to go into next weekend to finish it all off because it's an area that I don't look after much. It's just an area what I've just tidied up to make it look smart, if you get me. It's not an area that I'm too fussed about, but obviously we have to keep them looking tidy for inspections and stuff like that on the allotment, which unfortunately we get. So we have to make sure it's spick and span for them. But yeah, I've been busy doing all that, and obviously I've been doing some videos as well for you to watch. I'm starting to do a video for every day on YouTube. That is my plan. That is my target. Obviously, I'm doing a podcast every day for you. And obviously, when I'm down at the allotment at the weekend, I have to try and film 6 episodes for you all to watch, like different short little videos for you all to watch, which is obviously getting that done, doing my allotment. It's quite a push, but we are managing to do it. So what have we done down at the allotment today, as well as clear the top area? Well, today we have been busy harvesting my Christmas potatoes. Yes, I've harvested my Christmas potatoes. I was expecting them to be ready around December time, but the plants have died off, and I thought, well, they're not going to grow anymore now. I might as well harvest them. So that was one video which I filmed, which is on YouTube now if you want to go and have a look, of me harvesting my Christmas potatoes, and I'll let you see how well we actually did. Now, I'm happy with the results of them, but one of them was a complete failure. But 3 boxes of the potatoes did absolutely fantastic, and I've brought a load home, so I'm going to be eating chippies now for the next few weeks, which is fantastic because I just shove them in the air fryer. I've got a special chipper what just chops them into chips shapes, and I just stick them in the air fryer for 10 minutes, and they taste absolutely delicious. And there's a seasoning out there, I don't know if you've tried it, but it's to make them cheesy chips. So I just stick them in a bowl and sprinkle some of this on and mix it all in, and then put them in the air fryer for 10 minutes, and they taste absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely over the moon with them. So I've got them to last me for a few months, which will keep me going, which is saving me money, obviously. So they'll be having, with my tea every single night, we'll be having some chippies throughout the winter period, which is good because obviously you're spreading the produce out over the winter period as well. Save you having to go out and buy stuff. And what else have we been up to? We have sorted out all my sweet peas. I've been showing in my tour video recently of my sweet peas, and they were all becoming leggy, and I wanted to pinch them back, and I explain about that in the video, which will be coming this week, that pinching them back helps bush them out. There'll be smaller flowers on them, but they'll be more bushier and they'll get more flowers on them. Whereas if you usually leave them not pinched out, they'll grow bigger flowers on them and bigger, longer stalks on the flowers. So that is the reason. So if you're wanting to look like a nice display, pinch them out to keep them bushy. But if you're wanting them for vases and stuff like that, I suggest not pinching them out. So we'll talk about that more in another episode later on down the line. What else have we done? There's geraniums. We've finally dug them all up out of the ground before the frost comes. We've not had a frost at all this year so far. Well, this winter, autumn, winter. We've not had a frost yet, which is amazing. Like at this time of year, you've usually had a frost at least, but we've not had no frosts around here whatsoever. So I've managed to get them out before the frost gets them and kills them. And we've potted them all up. We've put them in my shed, and we're going to keep them watered and hopefully look after them throughout the winter period and keep them alive, because that's what we want to do. So we've got that all sorted, and that's another job ticked off my list. So we've got quite a few more jobs left to do down at the allotment tomorrow. Obviously, I do my weekly tour video, which I'm going to be doing down there, and I'm filming my blog of what I get up to down at the allotment as well. But there's quite a few other videos which I want to film, and we need to sort of salvia out tomorrow. I'm going to be sorting them out for a video for you all to watch. I took some cuttings earlier in the year, and they've rooted, they've took well, and I just want to put them into bigger pots, fresh compost, and tidy them up and give them a big boost, and then I'll be planting them out next year in my allotment. So we want to encourage them to grow better and keep on looking better, and hopefully we'll get some nice salvia plants next year for free, which is always a bonus. Being a Yorkshireman, we always like everything for free or cheap or half price. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next year. We're putting a lot of effort into my allotment this year. Obviously, like I say, I've not got as much time down there. I've only got 2 days a week down there at the moment throughout the winter period. Obviously, when it gets to summer and lighter nights, I can stay down there later. But we are only there for the weekends at the moment for a few hours. And like I say, it gets cold. So I'm wanting to come home after a short while down there. So we've got the salvia to sort out tomorrow. We've obviously got the rest of the top area of my plot to sort out and finish off. And which other jobs are down on my list? I want to sort some of my paths out, hopefully. We're going to be doing that. And there's nothing else really down there what I need to actually get done and sorted. There's nothing burning to get done, which is good. I'm on top of stuff. I'm in front. I've got a lot of it cleared and ready for next year. So yeah, it'll be a case of just, once I've cleared this top area, it'll be a case of just tidying it all up and sorting my beds out and screwing them all back together and then painting them all next year. But my allotment is coming on fantastic. I'm happy with how it's all looking, and it's looking fantastic. And then obviously through the main winter period, it'll be the time when I'm sprucing up all my shed, getting it all painted. Like I said, I want a new potting shelf where I can record myself, film myself, and make some good episodes for the videos as well. I know everybody's liking the videos being back at the moment, which is fantastic and I'm happy about. So hopefully we're going to keep this up. This weekend's going to be busy as well, recording all these podcasts for the week ahead. I like to film them all on Saturday and Sunday so that you've got them for the week. As obviously when I finished work, I'm tired, so I'm not necessarily wanting to record them, but you will get an episode every single day this week, believe me. And thank you for everybody that's commented saying I'm glad the podcast's back, and thank you to everybody that's listening to them. Over 100 people each episode are listening to them. And so yeah, keep sharing it out, everybody. The more people that listen, the better they will get out to everybody. So until tomorrow's episode, we will be talking about everything that we've got up to on Sunday. So make sure you tune in for that episode. Until next time, everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Gardening with Ben. I hope you have found some useful tips and inspiration for your own gardening and allotment journey. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss a new episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love for you to leave a review and share the podcast with fellow gardening enthusiasts. Your support helps us grow this community and continue bringing you great content. You can also follow us on social media on every platform called Gardening with Ben for daily gardening tips and updates. Happy gardening, and until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep shining and keep gardening with